There are very subtle signs that might seem like nothing more than the effects of aging, but they are actually the body's final whispers, a gentle yet profound signal that time is running out. If you love your parents, don't overlook these changes, because sometimes just one belated handhold, one caring question left unspoken, can become something you regret for the rest of your life. 1. Unexplained weight loss, an early warning of overall health decline. Sudden weight loss, even without dieting or changes in eating habits, is one of the most critical signs that an elderly person's body is gradually weakening. When the body can no longer absorb nutrients effectively, or when underlying conditions such as cancer, liver disease, or heart disease progress silently, weight begins to drop uncontrollably. This process often occurs slowly, accompanied by muscle loss, weakened immunity, and decreased resistance, signaling that the body is struggling to recover and sustain life. Regular weight monitoring in older adults is a simple yet highly effective way to detect early abnormal changes. When the body begins to lose weight without reason, it's often the first whisper that something deeper is changing. But what usually follows is even more noticeable, the feeling of exhaustion that never seems to go away. 2. Prolonged fatigue, when the body no longer has the energy to fight. A feeling of exhaustion, even after simple activities like walking a few steps or having a brief conversation, can be a clear sign that the body lacks sufficient energy. Persistent fatigue is not merely a result of poor sleep or general weakness. It may stem from the heart failing to pump enough blood, the lungs not supplying enough oxygen, or the body's inability to metabolize energy efficiently. In the final stages of life, fatigue that does not improve with rest is a signal that the body is entering a phase of serious functional decline. Fatigue doesn't just wear down the body, it slows the mind. And then comes a deeper worry, when a parent begins to forget names, mix up familiar faces, or seem lost in their own home. 3. Decreased awareness and confusion, a sign of the brain losing connection. When elderly individuals begin to forget the way home, call loved ones by the wrong names, or forget daily tasks, this is not just a sign of aging, but could be an early warning of dementia or brain function decline. In the final stages of life, the brain is often affected by a lack of oxygen, metabolic disorders, or complications from chronic diseases. Increasing confusion, loss of awareness of time, place, or people around them, is a clear indicator that the brain is gradually ceasing to function as usual. As the mind fades, the body's immune defenses often weaken too. Recurring infections, chronic coughs, frequent colds, or slow healing wounds may signal the body is no longer fighting back the way it used to. 4. Weakened immune system, when infections become a silent killer. An elderly person who rarely got sick before suddenly becomes prone to infections like pneumonia, urinary tract infections, or skin ulcers, is showing signs of severely weakened immune system. When the immune system no longer responds effectively, even common bacteria and viruses can lead to severe complications, even death. Recurrent infections or those unresponsive to treatment are a worrying sign in the final year of life. And then, something we take for granted, our breath becomes strained. When even light activity causes gasping or tightness in the chest, it can be a clear signal that internal systems are weakening. 5. Sleep disturbances, when the body no longer differentiates day and night. Elderly people often experience fragmented sleep, but if they start sleeping more during the day, staying awake very little at night, or even sleeping excessively for hours, This is a warning sign that the body's biological cycle is severely disturbed. Longer or irregular sleep patterns may occur because the brain can no longer regulate the wake-sleep cycle, or the body is beginning to prepare for the final stages. This is often evident in the last few months to a year of life. Along with breathlessness often come changes in circulation, cold hands and feet, pale or bluish skin. These are quiet signs that the blood is no longer flowing as it should. 6. Cold hands and feet, pale or slightly bluish skin. When blood circulation begins to weaken, the tips of the fingers and toes often become cold, bluish, or pale. This is a sign that circulation is declining, and the body starts to redirect blood to vital organs like the heart and brain. Loved ones may notice the skin of the elderly person becoming drier, losing elasticity, and the body may start to tremble slightly, making them more susceptible to cold. This is an important indicator that requires immediate medical attention. But perhaps the most heartbreaking sign isn't physical at all. It's emotional. When an elderly loved one becomes quiet, withdrawn, uninterested in conversation or connection, it may be their way of slowly saying goodbye. 7. Reduced social interaction and emotional withdrawal. A person who was once talkative and cheerful suddenly becomes more quiet, withdrawn, and seems to want to pull away. This is not just a psychological sign, but also an indication of the slowing down of the mind and emotions. In many cases, those nearing the end of life tend to withdraw from the outside world as a natural reflex. They may need quiet space, but they also deeply require love and the presence of family during their final days. These signs are not meant to sow fear. Instead, they are small lights guiding us so that we don't unknowingly walk to the final moments of our loved ones. If you notice any of these signs in your parents or grandparents, please don't panic. Be there for them more, listen, hold their hands, and offer your affection. For love doesn't delay death, but it makes the final journey more complete and warmer than ever. Don't forget to share this video with those who are caring for elderly parents. It might be a small but meaningful gift for their journey of love.